Okay, so I'll do one entry for you guys, just so you guys kind of get a feel for what I'm doing here. And then you guys can do the rest of your homework. You want to bring this tomorrow. That's what we're going to open with, and then we'll move into our first calculus lesson. So it says each point, each of these dots, is generated by the function f of x equals x squared. So I'm going to put y equals x squared just because that's a little bit prettier to look at. Lines 1 through 6, that's these blue lines. Connect this point here, which is 2, 4, to other points. So like, looks like line 1 connects this point to 2, 4. Line 2 connects this point to 2, 4. Line 3, and so on. What we want to do is we want to find the slope of all 6 of those lines. Okay? So you guys know that the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Rise over run? All right. So let's start with line 1. Line 1 is right here. The x value for that one is going to be 8. Which means that y equals what? Okay, so I'm going to come down here to my table, and when x equals 8, y is 64, right? So I've got a point of 864, correct? And that line 1 is connected to what other point? And can I find the slope between those 2 points? I can. So I'll call this one y2, this one y1, x2, x1. So here we go. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that's going to give me 60 over 6, which is 10. That's my slope. So basically, you guys need to find your y value. And then you're going to take that point and find the slope of that point with 2, 4, because it's all these lines are connecting to this point. And you're going to find the slope. Now the goal of this assignment, though, is you guys are going to notice a trend in the slopes. As the y and x values are changing, you're going to notice something happening to the slope. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at what these things are approaching. Did I use that word earlier today, approaching? That was a limit word, wasn't it? So we're looking at limits. You don't realize it yet, but we are. So that's what that is. If you guys want to try doing the 7 really quick to make sure you got it, I'll pause and let you guys try it out and show you what you did in a minute. All right, so we said this was 64 and this was 10, right? So what's this number? 49, because y equals x squared. This is a what value? That's an x value. So I'm going to plug that in. That tells me my y is 49, and that is this point right, where is it, 749? So it's probably a little bit off here, I think. Probably this one right here, 749. And we're connecting it to what other point? 2, 4. That's this point down here. And we want to find their slope. So what's the next slope then? It is 9. Let's see why it's 9. My point here is 749. And we're connecting it to what point? 2, 4. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is going to be 45 over 5, which is 9. Okay? Yeah.
Do you have to do the work for the rest of them?
No, if you can do it mentally, I'm cool with that. And what I want you guys, the questions after you guys fill out this table is you're going to start, I'm going to ask you questions. What do you notice is happening to the slope? What's it, it's going to be approaching something, and that's what I want you guys to be looking at. Okay? And that's your homework. And we'll have that, that'll be our first thing we start off with tomorrow. Okay? Any questions before we close it out for the day? All right, guys. We're good.